Another day, another spiritual journey. Let me tell you what I found out. The world tends to run on this basic principle of having everything balanced. So regardless of anything, you will never have anything that's totally perfect and anything that's totally bad. Alright, so this is going to be an extremely difficult concept to understand, but the more you put your thoughts to something, regardless of how positive it is, you have to think that depending on how positive it is and how much effort you're putting onto that, you're going to get the exact opposite to correlate with the balance. Alright, so let's start off with something basic. Charity work. Charity is probably something so selfless. It's so rewarding to do. And yet still, let's say if I had this mindset that I wanted to do charity every single day. Now, in hindsight, that's a very good thing because I literally just want to help people all day. But the problem is that once I become too engulfed in the positive thought, I start to neglect the real negativity of my thought. So that charity work could actually mean that I'm sacrificing something precious to myself. That my once good thought now turns sour. Now, let's use an extreme example. Religion. Religion is something that's meant to spread positivity and give all human beings kind of like a basis to live off of, So that way we don't just end up killing each other like we did in the past times. But you got to remember something. With all good thoughts comes the demons. Now, this is what we would refer to as an egregore. An egregore is basically when your intention for a thought becomes so pure that the balance has to actually find its own way to make it bad. So let's say if it's so difficult for it to become actually bad, that's when it becomes its worst. Because the more thought and the more energy that you put towards your egregore, the more thought and the same type of energy has to come back. Everything is in the karmic cycle. Another example, like the security of having your own job. Think about it like this, fam. You're so proud of your job. You're so proud of your standing, and you're so proud of all the accomplishments that you've went through and all the hardships. And then guess what? You get fired. You think that you just got fired because of your work ethic or because of all those other moments? Nah. The egregore came back for you. Regardless, if you think you're safe, that egregore will form itself again. It's a balance. It's all karma. All the positive you put in, the negative has to come back. All that negative you put out, all the positive has to start coming back in. At the end of the day, we are a cycle. Now, let's say the egregore is forming and all this positive energy and all this positive intention is flying around. And now you have 100,000 people that are probably in the same ideology as you, literally thinking the same exact thoughts as you, because who knows, you probably went preaching about some shit. But now guess what? You now just caused some demons to run around the earth, because now you don't know what your energy just did. Some perceived it as a really positive message, and some perceived it as a really negative message, and they might actually hold you accountable. But you'll never know that. I don't. All in all, what I'm trying to tell y'all is you got to be careful what your strict intentions are. If you think the same thing every day, then you literally will become your thoughts, and then karma is going to find a way to slap you in the face. But if you distribute that mental energy and you don't just keep feeding the same positivity that creates the negative demons, you'll be fine. But we're obsessive creatures. At least I am too.